guys, it's coffee time. So you can see, my room is it's a room. And nothing else is different. At all. Hey guys! It's coffee time with Mr. Wow CRENDOR, otherwise known as Press Heart to CRENDOR. On the TGS podcast, he frequently wears a very fancy wig, and is me. And I think that he does...
The resemblance is uncanny.
It's seriously uncanny. I mean...
There's people right now that are just like, I can't tell.
Which one is the real one? I'm so confused that I might as well leave.
Oh, thank God.
Oh.
Thank God.
Man, it was about to get ratty up in here. It's about to go down.
As they say in the hip kids schools.
All the hip children saying all of the slang. When I had Ro on here, I asked her, how does she take her coffee? So, Mr. CRENDOR, how do you take your coffee?
Black.
And which cup did you choose?
Adventure Time.
The fanciful Adventure Time cup.
That's all the characters, so you can see.
That is like one of my favorite cups. I can't even deny it. I just love it so much.
It's beautiful.
Eric and I became friends because over Twitter we started discussing reality television.
The greatest of things.
It truly, I mean, there was nowhere to go from there but up. I was trying to remember this morning because I was like, well, normally when I have somebody on Coffee Time, I talk about like how I met them. I was like, how did I don't even remember. I had to think really, really hard. But then...
It's just so natural that you don't even...
It flowed. It flowed so well.
Yes.
I think our first interaction that didn't necessarily count as an interaction was when you asked me a question on Trade Chat's question and answer.
Oh, yeah.
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 And I was like, oh, wow, CRENDOR. I've never actually talked to him, but I'm excited about this question. And then...
Well, that actually happened because Danielle was like, can you make a video? And I was like, oh, okay.
Oh.
So I did.
It didn't come from the heart, but it blossomed into a friendship. I mean,
all my videos come from the heart.
Oh, that's true. I shouldn't belittle your art.
Yeah.
Your fanciful workness.
My passion for video.
Weren't you watching a reality show before you came over here? Explain to me what it is, because I don't recognize the name of it.
It wasn't really a reality show, but it was like a home and garden show.
Okay.
It was called Love It or List It.
Okay.
And you could either love it or list it.
In what sort of context? like a garage sale context, or
like a home repair. So you got your home. Here's your home. Okay. And they're like, we don't want our home anymore. It's small, even though it costs like $700,000. And then they tear down everything. And then they also have a guy that goes out and looks for new homes. And so they can either pick the home he picked out for them, or take the renovated home. So you love it, or you list it.
Oh, I see. Okay.
It's a great show. Jesse was even more entertained by it. Like, after a while, he started getting into it. And he's just like, whoosh!
Maybe it's because, at this point, you've watched so many shows that are somewhat like this, that you're like, I need a very high caliber of TV show of this sort in order to engage your brain.
Only the highest quality television.
You need people eating rocks and then having a tearful goodbye with their family, and then they renovate their home. But they don't address the whole eating rocks thing. That would be the show that I would enjoy watching.
Then they switch them over to Strange Addictions.
Yes. All of the shows just like start having a crossover. Oh no! If TLC and HGTV were like, you know, I think that perhaps there's money to be made here. That would happen. Yes, absolutely.
Oh, Food Network is doing one.
They're doing one what?
They're combining HGTV stuff, because they had a Food Network lady, and she's going to make them a meal, and then they also renovate their house.
Oh, what?
Mm-hmm.
What is,
For
like,
the holidays.
why? Oh!
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man.
Yup.
I need to put my hair. I am intrigued and interested, but oh, it's a really ineffectual, like a super tiny band, but I think we can make it work.
Should I test your coffee and be like,
yes,
be like a connoisseur?
How is the coffee?
First, you need to smell it.
Okay.
Just spin it around a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
You just get the aromas.
Taste it through the nose, as it were, since scent. This is. Oh, it's bad.
Oh god.
It
killed me. I mean, I'm gonna give it really a 2. Scale of 15. All right. So an actual analyzation. Not inhaling. Mm-hmm. That gets the lungs ready.
Yeah, that probably wasn't a good first experience with the coffee.
No. I mean, you can taste the paper filter. Mm-hmm. You can really gives it that.
It gives it that earthy. Yes, that's exactly what I was going to say. Mm-hmm.
And you can taste the chemicals on the coffee beans. Mm-hmm. It really adds a.
And
that's some of that.
It's been sitting in that coffee pot for at least like 2-ish hours. You can kind of taste the burn a little bit.
It's like a fine wine over time.
Yeah, it has that smokiness to it. So, yeah, I'm glad that that we can share in these sorts of assessments. Some people just don't taste the finer
they really don't.
parts.
They skip over the inhaling.
Of the coffee. Yeah, they don't do this part.
Yeah, or the choking. But I mean, they're not.
I was so terrified I was going to choke that time. I was just going to be like, all right, don't exhale. Just drink immediately afterward. I'm just like, bleh. Oh no.
I feel like your room projects a bigger, it's bigger, but it's not.
Oh, it's not.
I want to give people a realistic analysis. I can't move anymore from this.
Right, that is true.
Look,
that's about.
This is half the room. I can reach across half the room, and if I went like that, it would go across the other half.
It's true. No, that is. I mean.
It's like 3/4 bed, 1/4 boxes.
But see, I was saying that I'm totally cool with that because I had a small bed for so long that now that I have just like a monster bed, I'm so happy all the time. From literally anywhere in my room, I can suddenly be face planted on comfort. So I'm cool with it. Yeah. No, but I have been told that so many times. Every single time somebody has watched my show before coming to my home places, they're always like, whoa, your room is tinier than I thought it was. It is. Which is why I'm so excited for a day when I can maybe have a bigger room. And this is also why I constantly reorganize my room. Because it just, nothing ever makes sense in here.
But it all makes sense now.
Well, the things that give me comfort are the giant oversized bed for the room size and the posters.
Yes.
The posters make me really happy.
They really bring out the color of the environment.
Don't they?
It's like the energy just flows.
They definitely don't make it seem like it's bigger.
Yeah.
But they add flavor.
Yeah.
Much like the coffee filter. Yes.
Vibrant. Vibrant in color.
So what are you planning on doing while you are enjoying LA?
I mean, I don't really know.
We're gonna get ramen.
We're gonna get ramen. Yesterday, I got a sandwich at a sandwich place.
Do you remember what it was called? Is it the place I hate?
What's the place you hate?
Mendocino Farms.
It was!
Ah, I hate that place!
It was so confusing. Because I went there, and they were like, what do you want? And I was like, oh my god.
Right? Yeah. They're like, you stand out, the line is always outside. So you stand in the line outside, and then you have like a little menu. And then as you go inside, there's like a bigger version of a menu that takes up the entire wall, but then a really peppy girl always comes up to you and is like, what do you want? I'll write it down for you. And you're like, I feel a lot of pressure right now. And then, I don't know what sandwich you got, but I've never gotten a sandwich that made me go, that was worth all the anxiety. I've never felt that way.
I got a turkey club.
Was it good?
It was good, but I was really hungry, so I don't know.
I will say that they have, if any of you ever wind up going to Mendocino Farms, their big redeeming quality is that they have an amazing quinoa salad sometimes. Normally they have the potato salad, but every now and then you go in there and they have the quinoa salad. The reason that I've been there so many times, for those of you who are like, if you hate it so much, why do you go there often enough to know? Z-snaps. It's because when I was working at the TGS office, everybody and their mom wanted to go to Mendocino Farms all the time. So I would go to Chipotle while they went to Mendocino Farms, and then we would all meet up at the same table.
I mean, that's a better option.
Yeah, I think so.
You can never go wrong at Chipotle.
Dude, Chipotle is the best. I don't think that there's ever been a day when I've thought to myself, I'm not really in the mood for Chipotle. I'm always in the mood for Chipotle.
That's true.
It's
that should be their slogan. You're always in the mood.
You're always in the mood. It's kind of like the chip company. Which is the chip company that says, bet you can't have just one?
Pringles.
Is it Pringles?
We're gonna find out.
We're looking this up! Don't pay attention to the fact that I have like 4 Pinterest tabs open. It's not a big deal.
And you have AIM.
Yes. Bet
it's like
you
travel
can't
back
have
to the year 2000.
What company's slogan is bet you can't have just one?
Oh, it's Lay's.
Lay's!
What's Pringles? Oh, once you pop, the fun
Oh, that's
stop.
right. That's right. I always associate Pringles with the duck mouth.
Yeah.
With the like.
Anyone that ever eats Pringles always does that. And they're like, I'm original.
It's because they put it in the commercials, and then you were like, I want to be like the big kids in the commercials, so you'd always try to do the duck mouth.
That's what you do when you want to make a good food thing. You just make it so you
turn
can make
it into
animals.
A duck. It's
you can make animal faces.
You have to make food fun for kids sometimes. And you know, they appealed to the adults by saying, look, whenever you have a normal bag of chips, don't you hate putting your hand in and then suddenly being covered with grease? It was like those commercials where they were like, isn't cutting bread hard? And they're like, ugh! And then there's like...
It's like bread flying all over.
Yeah, totally. It's just like that to me
it's
whenever
like
I would watch
those
those
potato
commercials.
chip bag and there's just like grease.
Just fly out and there's grease all over their face.
There's
like
why? Bacon grease dripping out of it. They're like, what is this?
I didn't know. I thought it looked so delicious at the store. And then they're like, why don't you eat some Pringles? And then they switch over.
3rd-degree burns.
Yeah. And the bread. Ah.
It's an awful day.
Yep. So everybody should be eating Pringles. I used to love those, but then I stopped eating them, and I don't remember why.
So you still might love them.
There still might be a part of me that really loves them.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't. I'm just not sure where that part of me is. I don't know if you're a nacho cheese or a Cooler Ranch Dorito fan, but I had Cooler Ranch Doritos for the first time in a long time the other day, and it was like, I forgot how delicious they were. I think, you know what? I think the reason that I haven't eaten a lot of these things in a while is because I go through these phases where I'm like, I'm not going to eat chips for a long time. I'm not going to eat soda for a long time. And then I just forget they're real. And then like years down the road, I'm like, oh.
It's like you're just squeezing a stress ball and you're getting it out of your life. And then it's just like, bam.
Yeah.
And it's right back in full force.
So depressing. You've been eating pretty healthy, right?
I've eaten healthy for a while, unless I don't eat healthy.
Wise words. Wow, CRENDOR.
I kind of eat what I want.
I eat healthy, unless I don't.
I kind of eat what I want, and then I don't gain weight, as you can see. So I'm like, skinny. But
you're like, Mike.
That's why I said
you and Mike should be bros.
That's why I said the immunity thing. I texted you that. It's
on
the podcast.
I didn't watch that.
On the podcast, there was the article that said skinnier guys have stronger immunity, which is more attractive to women.
I see.
Jesse argued it. But He's wrong.
He's obviously mistaken.
He's going against science.
I see.
Which...
You can't go against science.
Mm-mm.
It's science.
Yep. I'm not arguing it.
If you watched my video from yesterday, you remember me talking about how there's the Cox and Crendor in the Morning podcast. And this is Crendor of Cox and Crendor in the Morning. So, it's every weekday morning, right?
Every weekday morning.
Every weekday morning.
We may record it late at night, but
no one's gotta know that. It's only 30 minutes long. It's very eatable.
Yes.
It's
like Pringles.
Mm-hmm. Once you pop, it's fun. Don't stop.
Yep. You just can't stop eating them.
I bet you can't listen to just. I ruined it. I'm sorry.
It was on the iTunes front page.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's awesome. It's highly entertaining.
That's how entertaining it is, making it onto the iTunes front page.
I pretend that I'm all upset that the Dicking Around podcast never happened and that I want you guys to downfall, but I actually really like listening to your podcast. So I'm like, it's entertaining. Everybody should watch it.
And as you say that, the sun
starts
beaming in.
Oh god, that hurts. I shouldn't do that. I wanted to make it look like I was ascending, but it hurts my eyeballs. It more just looks
like you're getting blurred out by the sun.
Yeah. I wonder if this is how small my room is. Allow me to climb out of my chair.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you from? I can't remember.
Chicago.
Chicago? I've never been.
It is.
Is it worth visiting?
It is. It's like LA but cleaner. And less palm trees. And
all of those things sound great because I hate palm trees.
Yeah.
I loved them when I moved here. I thought they were so cool because I had never seen them before. And then now sometimes I walk out to my car and there's a huge palm tree branch on my car. And I get so angry. So I
like it because it changes seasons. So then you got summer. And then by the time summer ends, you're tired of it. Then you got fall, and by the time fall's over, you're tired of that.
That's how Oregon is! Things actually change every couple of months.
It's nice.
Yeah.
Always by the end of the season, you're just like, what's the next one?
Yeah. I don't know if you guys noticed that there was a lot of sun here, but that's not how it should be, I feel. It's December. It should be snowing or at least overcast every single day. Why am I not getting that?
I was talking to Jesse about snow, and he said he wishes he wasn't from the Midwest so that he could go to the Midwest and experience snow, or the East Coast.
Wait, why? Because he won't.
He wants the first time
feel
experience.
The splendor.
So we were talking about it, like, what if LA people saw snow for the first time?
I see.
And he is just like, they'd probably just be so confused. And I would be like, they think it's Pinkberry falling from the sky, and be like, the Pinkberry god has granted us our wishes.
Oh my gosh! Can we go to ramen and then go to Pinkberry? They have. Okay. Have you had the gingerbread Pinkberry?
I haven't had any Pinkberry.
Oh my god, it's so good! Okay, so normally I always get the original froyo because it's got the tang. It's all and then but they give you free samples, so whenever they have a new flavor, I try it just to see. Their new flavor is gingerbread, and it's so good. I was like, what is happening? I got so happy. So I've been having that.
It sounds like an experience.
Yeah. I'm just saying, you should at least get a sample of the gingerbread because it's so good.
I should. I'm excited. Oh.
Yeah. So, what else? I still, I've been here for a while and I still don't know things that are worth doing in LA.
Shows how much you go out.
It's how much I leave. I eat a lot. So there's that, but...
That's all I really do where I live.
Yeah.
Too. I'm just like, if I gotta leave, go to where I already know. And sometimes I venture off an extra 5 minutes, and I'm just like, oh, there's stuff there. That I just
there's another thing! Oh, well, I'm pretty far from home, guys, so think I'll go ahead and double back, and maybe next time we'll go a little bit further.
Yep.
I used to do that I used to pretend, I don't know why I thought of this, I used to pretend to run away from home, and so I'd be like, oh yeah, I'm totally gonna run away from home and have a huge adventure.
And your mom's like, be back by 5!
Basically, like, because our house is surrounded by woods, so I'd, like, run into the woods, and I'd go a little bit further than I went last time, and then be like, well, it's getting a little dangerous now, so I'll head back, but next time I'm totally gonna run away. I just never did, obviously, because there was no reason to, but...
Probably wouldn't be a fun experience.
I don't think it would.
Just get lost.
No.
And then your lack of survival show watching would hurt you.
Yeah. I think I would be okay now.
Mm-hmm.
Especially since I'm an adult. But, like, if child me had my brain places and had watched all of the reality television that I've watched, she'd know.
Oh, there was a reality show about people who got lost.
What?
They were out jogging. Like, they were just jogging on a bike path, and then they were with a group of people, and that group of people just, like, vanished for whatever reason. I think they went off the path. So then they're only in their jogging clothes. They're like, we gotta survive. And they're like, let's go in this cave. And it was like a cave with like a wolf in it. Ooh. So they had to leave that. And then
I wanted them to be friends. They're like,
then,
we can befriend the wolf.
And they were like, do we go up the river or down the river? Like, which one leads to life? And they were like, I think we go upstream. Then they hit the waterfall, and there is no life there. And they found a guy that, like, died there.
Why would they think?
And then, towards the end, I was kind of rooting for them to die. But they lived.
Oh. Did any of them die? They all lived?
They were like, it was their second date or something. They decided to go jogging. So they were like, it really brought us closer together. And then at the ending, the little, like, white, like, text comes on. It's like, they broke up.
Yeah. I do appreciate that. Like, regardless of how they edit it together on those shows to make it look like everything's peachy or like the person who's addicted to something is gonna get better. If they didn't, they'll just come right out and be like, yeah, so-and-so stopped going to rehab right after we left. And I'm like, oh, that's so sad.
But
I appreciate the honesty.
They tried.
Yeah. There's some shows where every single time the text comes up, it's like bad news.
Mm-hmm.
Not shows where like things matter. Like, I think it was House Hunters. I was watching a House Hunters marathon one time, and at the end, every single time, text came up that was like, so-and-so decided not to buy the house. Every time! And I was like, what is the point? Like, they follow these people who go everywhere looking for the perfect house, and they visit like 8 different houses, and then they're like, oh yeah, I can't wait to get a house and start my new life! And then the text comes up and they never bought the house. And it's like, so-and-so, the real estate agent, never ever heard back from them. And I'm like, oh.
Well.
Guess that's a thing.
They tried.
Yeah, they did try. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say a thing. Oh, Rose Home. I was gonna say a thing. And now I forgot. Oh! I get a lot of requests for us to continue playing TF2. So we should do that.
I agree.
We have a lot of fun.
I enjoy playing video games.
Video games in general, yes.
Yeah.
Have you played Chivalry yet? I can't remember.
I did.
You did play
I played it when it like first came out.
Oh. OG?
I made a review of it.
Really?
Yep.
What?
You check it out on youtube.com/WoWCrendor.
And go watch his review.
Yeah. It's called 2-Minute Chivalry in 2 minutes.
Oh, that's
better than 1-minute
gold.
reviews and 3-minute reviews.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It's perfect length.
The 2-minute review
mm-hmm.
by CRENDOR.
Mm-hmm. Can I like plug all my things?
Yeah, do it.
YouTube.com/WoWCrendor, Twitter.com/WoWCrendor, Facebook.com/Crendor, DistrictLines.com/WoWCrendor. Buy my shirts.
Yes. He also does takes like cinematics and dubs them over, and
I do a lot of things.
Does all sorts of hilarious nonsense.
All high quality.
Yes.
Only the
highest of quality, and only the classiest of jokes too. I think.
Classiest.
Absolutely.
And then you can listen to the #1 front page podcast iTunes, YouTube, or
Cox and CRENDOR in
Cox,
the
and then
morning.
the letter N. It looks backwards when I do it the
Oh.
normal way.
Wait. No.
Imagination.
It's
Cox and CRENDOR.
Cox and CRENDOR in the morning.
Just Google it.
Go listen to it. It's fantastic. And we're gonna go meet up with Jesse and have ramen and stuff.
He's like, I go to work. I can't be on this thing.
He like dropped him off and then was like, "Are you guys gonna like do a thing because
I think he just wanted to get rid of me.
I have work to do." And I was like, "Oh."
I'm pretty sure he just wanted to get rid of me.
Yeah. Well.
So I did get Starbucks.
You guys love each other too much.
I got Starbucks and I came back to him sleeping, and I was just like, "Hey, you gonna get up?" And he's just like, ugh. And then I went on his computer.
You're like me! Anytime I stay over at somebody's place, I'm like, "Are you awake yet? Do you want to hang out?" I'm like, no.
I contemplated waking him up earlier, but I was like, I don't think so. So I watched more HGTV, and then I went and got Starbucks, and I was just like walking down. I was like, yeah, feeling good.
Feeling good about the day.
And it was like an old man. He was just like, morning. I was like, morning. And then I just kept walking and got my Starbucks, and the lady there was all happy too. And then it was great.
And then you came back to the
Then I came back, I was caffeinated, I'd slept. Got sleep. Sleep's important.
Yeah.
Keeps you energized and happy.
Indeed.
And then
breakfast is also an important thing.
I got a bagel. Whole wheat.
Nice.
Whole wheat. And then I went on his computer and tweeted from his account. And,
of course, because why not?
Yeah. I tweeted that he thinks Wow CRENDOR is an amazingly attractive, handsome, and funny gentleman. And then he tweeted back at himself that he's going to murder someone named Wow CRENDOR. In which I then said, I think you're crazy because you're talking to yourself, me.
It's fairly tame. It's fairly tame for taking over somebody's account. I'm proud of you. For not going beyond that point.
I could have, but I didn't.
All right. Well, thank you for watching Coffee Time with Dodger and CRENDOR. And yes. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.